Michael Scott is a 50-year-old male recently diagnosed with locked-in syndrome secondary to a brainstem stroke. He has paralysis of all voluntary muscles with the exception of eye movements and blinking, and is unable to speak. However, he remains linguistically and cognitively intact. Michael is currently 1 month post-stroke and is in subacute care in a specialized hospital that allows for him to receive rehabilitation services at a reduced rate. Michael's communication was assessed by a speech-language pathologist primarily through eye movements. A reliable yes-no response was established with an extended blink, longer than 1 second, indicating yes, and no change in blinking indicating no. The SLP then discussed and trialed different types of assisted communication with Michael. He has an extremely dedicated family, a wife who is an occupational therapist, and 2 sons ages 10 and 14. So they were also used during assessment to gather relevant information about Michael, so his alternative methods of communication could be tailored to appropriately fit his personality and interests. The SLP taught both Michael and his family how to use various communication systems with different levels of technology, as well as how to appropriately facilitate communication using strategies that rely on the conversation partner, such as partner-assisted scanning. Due to the extreme nature of locked-in syndrome, Michael is limited to using only his eyes to communicate with others. Based on recommendations from Mazer et al. 2016, we have decided to implement consistent use of yes-no phrases while using augmentative communication systems such as alphabet boards and eye tracking devices. The low-tech and mid-tech communication systems that Michael currently uses will be shown today. However, a high-tech eye gaze system will likely be his primary method of communication in the future once we receive insurance approval and funding.
This is an AEIOU low-tech communication board. So to access this tool, individuals will use partner-assisted scanning. Partner-assisted scanning involves determining a yes response, which has previously been determined through assessment, and the partner scanning the board using a row-column scanning pattern, and the partner saying the letter and word aloud to ensure understanding. Rousseau et al. 2015 noted that over 50% of individuals living with locked-in syndrome experience chronic pain, which can negatively impact their quality of life. So we want Michael to be able to communicate his wants and needs effectively with multiple communication partners, including caregivers, family members, nurses, and doctors. So one of our objectives today is that Mr. Scott will communicate his wants and needs using the AEIOU communication board and partner-assisted scanning with a minimum of 3 communication partners when given multimodal cues. We're going to demo use of this tool and how to train another health professional how to use the tool. So I'm going to be the SLP on Michael's case. This is Michael, and this is Michael's nurse, Pam. So, hi, Michael. We're going to teach your nurse, Pam, how to communicate with you. Can you show me how you're going to say yes? Okay, so you're going to blink for over 1 second to indicate yes. Is that correct? Great. Pam, did you see that?
Yes.
Awesome. So now we're going to teach Pam about your AEIOU board and how to do partner-assisted scanning. Does that sound good? Great. So to use this board, we use a technique called partner-assisted scanning. So you first establish a yes response, then you scan through the rows, so A-E-I-O-U, and you wait for Michael to indicate yes before moving on to the column. So you'd go B, C, D. So whenever he selected a letter, by giving 2 yes responses, you start over until he's completed his message. And he can select a new word when he's ready for a new word, or the period whenever he's ready or whenever he's completed his phrase. So I'll model it, and then it will be your turn.
Great.
So Michael, how are you feeling today? A, E, I, A, E, I, J, K, L, M, N. I am. So A, E, F, G, H, new word. So I'm. A, E, I, A, E, I, J, K, L, M, N, I, N, A, E, F, G, H, new word. Okay, so I'm N, A, E, I, O, P, A, P, A, E I I P A I I J K L M N PAIN A B C D period. Okay, I'm in pain. Oh no, I'm so sorry that you're in pain. Okay, Pam, I want you to use partner-assisted scanning to determine what hurts.
Okay.
And I'm here if you need any help.
What hurts? A, E, E, F, G, H, A, E, E, A, A, H, E, A, okay. A, E, I, O, U.
So it seems like she didn't get it whenever you scrolled through the rows for the first time, so you would just start over again, right?
Okay. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, period, head. Oh no, I'll go help you right now.
And so now that your nursing staff knows how to use this tool, they'll be able to better communicate with you and help you moving forward. So to increase rate, the communication partner can ask the communicator if they can guess the message before it's completely encoded. So for example, when Michael said H after we asked what hurts, I could have guessed that he meant head. But Rousseau et al. 2015 mentioned that having autonomy and control over one's life can positively impact quality of life. So it's really important to ask the communication partner before you just begin guessing messages. It's also important to note that while a communicator might be okay with one communication partner guessing a message, they might not be okay with other communication partners doing the same. So it's always important to listen to their wishes. Overall, this tool is useful because it allows the individual to output any message, but it may be slow and effortful, and it requires good literacy, attention, and memory on the part of the communicator and the communication partner.
This is the Megabee. The Megabee is a low-tech eye-gaze communication device with text output. The device is held with the user centered in the window. Then the user looks at the box where the target letter is. Then the partner pushes the colored button and a light goes off in the box. The user confirms the correct box is lit by using their pre-established yes response, or has the option to look at the X on the side of the device, which to indicate that the incorrect box was chosen. Next, the user looks at the box that matches the color of the target letter, and the partner selects the matching button, and the letter appears in the text. So that. This device is very easy to learn and use for both the user and the partner. The text output allows the message to be read by both the partner and the user, and it ensures that the correct message is being expressed. A nice feature of the Megabee is that it has the ability to store and encode messages using letter-number combination to shorten the communication process. So if I were to choose X8, it comes out with expect. Our objective today is for Michael to use a minimum of 4 pre-established encoded messages to have a conversation with his son when he comes to visit. During our last session, Michael came up with some common phrases that he usually uses with his son. We encoded them and wrote them down. Hi, Jim. I'm so glad you were able to come and help us today. Do you remember using this the last time you were here?
Yeah.
Good. Your dad came up with some super secret codes that only you and him will know. Here, I wrote it down for you.
Thanks.
Now I want you to practice using your super secret code with your dad. To help me collect data, every time your dad uses a code, I want you to put a check mark next to it.
Okay. White, blue, 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 GA. GA means hi, son. Put a check mark for you.
Thanks.
Hey, Dad. Erase that. Okay. White, blue, white. GC. Okay, GC means what did you do today? I'll put a check mark to keep data. Well, today I played soccer with Dwight, Kelly, Toby, Ryan, Pam, Angela, Oscar, Phyllis, Kevin, Stanley, Aaron, Andy, and Holly. Blue, red, red, white, green, yellow. Oh, you spelled out fun. Yeah, it was fun until Dwight stepped on my foot. I punched him and he cried.
We just wanted to let you guys know that typically when you're using this and the AEIOU board, you would want to have it placed in between the communicator and the partner. But for the purposes of this video, that's why we had it held up like that.